It's the Playhouse Podcast with Kat and JJ.
Can't believe it. I missed everything.
Missed the show?
What am I going to do?
Check out the Daily Podcast.
You ever had a microwave turn against you? Well, maybe it was user error. One of our favorite moments of this week were the microwave horror stories. We're going to catch you up on those, plus all our other favorite moments of the week on the way. Here comes the podcast.
Wake up!
Ever seen the videos on YouTube where somebody will snip the whiskers of a cat and it just kind of doesn't know what to do? That was Kat's husband yesterday.
Yeah, even the day before, he was just like, now what? He just sat like in the car with his hands on his thighs. Like normally he's scrolling and telling me about what he's looking at, because I'm the driver. So we had to, drive all the way down like an hour to dinner, and then an hour back. He's like, can I go on your phone?
My biggest concern would be, what do I do when I'm going to the bathroom?
Yes. I know.
There's
I don't
a lot
know
of
how
dead
he's,
time there.
I bet he just hasn't gone to the bathroom because he just doesn't know how.
Walking around like a penguin.
Brianna says someone could do some serious damage at Amazon on my phone. So on my phone, yes, Rihanna, they could do that. But he doesn't have an Amazon account. He doesn't know like our password or anything like that.
He's so 1990.
And he's okay with that. And I'm okay with that. So, my husband lost his phone. He's getting a new one, but he has the tracking on his email. So he like checks it, refreshes it. He's like, it hasn't even left Minneapolis. Yeah, he's just like going crazy about it.
That's the hardest thing is to wait for a new phone to come in the mail.
If it comes this afternoon, I'm going to do him a favor. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to make sure everything is ready for him.
See, but like when you buy a new iPhone, all you got to do is link to the cloud and everything goes right back on
it.
it.
You to come in, so I bet it's just like,
Of
hey,
course,
then we're going to pick out a new phone
you
case
need a new
for
case, you need a new this,
Yeah,
you need to do
so.
that. The question is, could it be like really mortifying if you lost your phone? I'm not talking financially. I'm talking because of the material that's on there. And Paul, who lost the phone?
It was my wife that lost her phone.
Okay, and why was she out of sorts? Because my husband he was not himself, over the last couple of days not having a phone.
Well, first and foremost, she never locks her phone. She doesn't have even a password on her phone, so anybody could open it.
Yeah.
And she's been on kind of a weight loss journey. She's been working really hard. And that's the excuse that we're going with, that she has all these nudes on her phone. All right? She's recording her weight loss journey.
Okay, so I would be petrified.
She chose to not do underwear or swimsuit. She wanted to go full Monty.
Well, after having 3 kids, she's showing everything. She wants to show the complete body transformation. And, not every woman is happy with that lower abdomen area, so you got to show it off. You wear something that's going to cover it up.
And I appreciate your story. If you lost your phone, Kat, would there be stuff that if it leaked to the media would be detrimental to your success?
No, thankfully. But I would be worried about like Amazon links right away. My bank account links right away, but
you don't have to punch in a number or anything. It just goes right to it. God, you should see. Now, this is your chance.
I know. I got stuff to do today.
Fix it before it becomes a problem. If we found your phone on the street, what might be a little shocking for us to see? Holler at us. Imagine starting your years of wedded bliss at the altar with the words, "Shawty."
Yo, shawty, go ahead and cheat on me. I'll take 10 mil. I'm like, what is she doing? Obviously, maybe they did do it.
It's all for clicks.
Yeah, maybe. So this OnlyFans star split with a YouTube prankster, and she was just humiliated up on the altar in front of her family and friends, she said. It was just really disappointing. So did you have terrible vows on your big day? What was that situation like?
Haley, I appreciate you holding it. I know you just dropped the kiddos off for school. So what happened on your big day?
Well, I adore my husband, and we both decided to write out our own personal vows, and I took my time and really pinpointed things I wanted to tell him, like in front of the world, how much I loved him and why.
Yeah.
And he, comes the day of the wedding, I say all my wonderful stuff. I'm looking into his eyes, and he says right in front of everyone what she said.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I just looked at him like incredulously. I'm sure everyone saw my face because I couldn't hide it.
Yeah.
And I tried my best to like laugh it off and giggle and go, okay, he's just being, cute and funny. And I just went into the bathroom and cried afterwards in my beautiful wedding dress.
What made him think that was okay? Like just to say, I'm not even going to write anything, or he couldn't even off the cuff say a few things about you up there.
3 little words, and they weren't "I love you."
What she
And
said.
he wasn't
Oh,
just
my
doing
God.
material here. He was like dead serious about this.
Oh yeah, like it wasn't a joke or funny. I think maybe his bachelor friends talked him into doing that because they thought it would be funny. But this is the only memory I have of my wedding up there in front of everyone. Him saying that it's on video, it's written down. I don't know. Should I say anything to him at this point? I mean, we've been married a while, but it really bothers me every time I even look at the pictures.
Yeah, I can kind of hear it in your voice that this
Yeah.
is something that's sticking with you.
That's terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Bingo. How fun.
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo. Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo.
Well, one of us hit a hot topic because phones are blazing right now. So Kat's looking for anyone listening who
has a theme to their sibling situation. You know how like the Kardashians, they're all the K names.
Except for Robert.
Except for Robert. But this story is quite unbelievable that the parents couldn't branch out. A Kentucky man named Daryl just shot and killed his brother named Daryl.
Hi, I'm Larry. This is my brother Daryl. That's my other brother Daryl.
Did you ever watch Newhart? That was my favorite.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
One
so
was an
great.
EL, one's a YL spelling, so it was easy to tell them apart.
I'm looking for anyone listening who has an amazing, almost unbelievable airport or airline story. Now, as soon as we mentioned what we were looking for, phones went crazy.
I hope they're all for you because these stories are going to be good.
I like the name stories. I grew up with a bunch of kids in our neighborhood that we always played baseball in their backyard, and they all had D's for their first name. And they had 6 kids, 3 boys, 3 girls, all started with the letter D.
Isn't that Duggars, though? They're all J's, right?
Are they all J's?
I feel like they're all J's. I'll do research.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's 29 of them. Hey, Amari, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're great. Thanks for calling the show. Which one do you fit?
The airplane.
Oh, what happened?
So it was July last year. It was for my best friend's funeral, and we were supposed to leave out 2 days before the funeral. It was IT Day. I don't know if you guys remember when IT Day was happening, when all the planes were like grounded, but American Airlines out of Fargo was still flying out.
Okay.
And I went to the airport with my at the time she was 1. She wasn't even 2 yet. She was 1, my 1-year-old little girl. We ended up having to stay in Fargo Airport for about 7 hours before we could actually get on the plane because they were having issues with IT. Then for us to fly all the way to Texas, we had to fly to Texas. When we got to Texas, we had to sit there for another 6 hours.
Oh,
when I tell y'all,
God.
with a 1-year-old, when I tell y'all, I literally got into my hometown, Dade City, Florida, literally 2 hours before my friend's funeral, and then had to do it all over again that night and got delayed in Texas again for another 12 hours.
What was going on with Fargo? We all know that Fargo just does what they want. They've always done that. So what made them think that they didn't have to deal with the IT issue? And they're like, come on down to the airport. No delays here.
I don't know. I was checking the internet every single day leading up to it because it was talking about the IT downage and got there. They was like, oh, flights are fine. I ended up being stuck in Texas for an additional 12 hours on the way back. I literally was only in my hometown for 5 hours.
This is bad enough when you're by yourself, but you had a 1-year-old.
A 1-year-old little girl.
How did she manage through this? She just keep getting her snacks.
Hey, as long as she was able to eat, Chunky was okay.
Yeah. Chunky was okay.
You're
I
the
love
best,
it.
Amari. Hey, thanks for sharing your story. Hope you have a great morning.
Absolutely.
Take care. Molly is joining us for bingo as well. Which one do you fit, Molly?
Mine is more the names.
Oh, okay. So you guys have a theme to all your names.
Yeah, we're Michael, Molly, Matthew. So yeah.
What are mom and dad's names?
And then mom and dad are Karen and Pete. So nothing like that. But then it's funny because I have 2 kids and it wasn't intentional, but it's Isaac and Isabella.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know how that happened, but
Kind of, yeah.
Did mom or
continued
dad
the
ever?
trend.
Yeah. Did they ever give you an explanation why you're all M's?
Nope. And I never asked. Actually, and then I have a stepsister, too. Not stepsister, half-sister, and she's Mia. So I'm like, interesting. Michael, Molly, Matthew, Mia.
Like when someone was in trouble, did she call all 3 of those names? Like my mother-in-law will say, Dust Dare Dad, Dust Dare Dad, Dare Dust Dad. Like she can't get it straight.
Yep.
Okay.
If you have any more kids, are you going to keep this eye thing going, or are you good on that?
Oh, no. I'm like, Depo, anything to not have any more kids.
Tell me something good.
I loved this story when I heard it yesterday. These cheerleaders, nope, just kidding, these volleyball girls, they got together and they have gotten to know the school janitor. He'll be there and let them in for like extra hours to go practice, and he always makes sure everything is clean. And they realized that he had been like calling on ride shares to bring him to work, and so they started this GoFundMe, and they got him an SUV.
I feel really good. I'm really happy that he was so excited about everything. I didn't expect any less of a reaction from him, honestly. Abel's an amazing person. He has a million reasons to be sad and never has a smile not on his face.
In the classroom, in the hallways, in the gym, they know what is expected of them, and they rise above it every single time.
That guy has no idea the impact he's making on these young women.
I know. And the people that just gripe about a job that they get to go to, and some people walk miles or try their hardest just to get to work, amaze me. But I just thought that is something good.
Tell me something good.
For me, it's always been about my family. My wife got a new job, I don't know, 6-7 months ago. And to see her happy and feeling like she's got this big purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. My youngest son's, working on wedding plan, or my oldest son's working on wedding plans. My daughter is waiting for all her med school acceptances to come through. My youngest son, something happened when he made his college commitment of where he was going to play ball. Something flipped with him.
Yeah.
And he became the happiest kid in the world.
Nice.
Like, it is so cool to see that, like, that pressure I didn't realize was so heavy on him. And I'm sure it's because of Trish and I saying, this is a big step, right? You've got to decide where you're going to go to school, where you're going to get your degree, right? Yeah. And playing ball is kind of like fun on the side, but like just knowing that, and I think he's starting to explore what his other options are going to be over the next 4 or 5 years. So just seeing them all happy makes me happy, and that's what's good.
Tell me something good.
Hey, Jake, I appreciate you joining the show. What's good in your life, bro?
Going to work and having 4 children at home. I got a newborn son. He's going to be a year on December 1st.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
That's cute. Where's the Southern draw from? Where are you from?
I'm actually from Minnesota.
What?
I get that a lot, though, that I have a Southern draw, yeah.
Wait, you lived in Minnesota your whole life, and you got a Southern draw?
Yeah, it's crazy, huh?
Like close to the Iowa border? I feel like
you watch a lot of Duck Dynasty or what?
I'm from Rochester, Minnesota, but I live in Malacca now by St. Cloud.
Yeah. Okay, so maybe I'm hearing a little bit more like Young Gravy.
Jake, do you have that just I could give a shit less attitude with most things?
Yeah.
There
that's
is.
what I'm
there
hearing.
It is.
It's the I don't care.
It's either I don't give a shit or you're Southern.
Yeah, right. Sometimes they go together. So, hey, Jake, always good to hear from you, man. I hope you have a great morning.
Thank you, guys.
James, thanks for joining us, man. What's good?
Something good is I've been working on 2 new side jobs where I get to be a professional announcer for boxing and MMA.
Oh,
nice.
Wow. That's
all right.
pretty
So
cool.
there's a legitimate chance sometime in the near future we go to watch, Pride or MMA or something like that, and you're doing the work?
That's right. I'll be standing there mid-ring with a microphone in hand, wearing the sparkly Las Vegas jacket, letting everybody know where we're at.
At one point, you have to say, give him the old twist.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo? Bingo! Bingo!
Can we replay this audio? Because I think this is perfect. Kat's looking for anyone listening who
had a wedding party that kind of fell short. You had all your gals up there. You're like, they're going to just make my day amazing. And then somewhere along the way, they made it either about them, they got too drunk, whatever. But it all comes down to the speeches. You know, what really highlights the bride?
Webster's Dictionary defines love as, I promised myself that I wouldn't cry, but Caitlin and I have been through so much together. Spending the summers playing with Barbies at my dad's beach mansion to fighting over Dylan and Blake during middle school. I just want to end with a Chinese proverb, live the laugh you love, or you'll never love the laugh you live.
It's every speech. Every speech.
I love the proverb part. Oh my God, so funny. So yeah, just they fell short.
I'm looking for anyone listening who had a big time microwave mishap. Like you weren't really thinking it was going to go down this way. And next thing you know, like your house is on fire. Hi, Mariah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Which one do you fit?
I fit JJ.
Let's go. What happened with your microwave?
So it wasn't really my mishap, but
in the general sense, it was the whole store. This was my first job ever. I think I was like 16. I worked at KFC, and we had run out of gravy. And I was telling the back to, get the gravy warm. Usually, we would transfer the gravy from a tin pan to a plastic pan, but I don't think this person was really thinking. So the next thing you know, I'm taking an order, and all of a sudden I hear all this popping in the back, and I'm looking in the back, and our microwave's on fire.
Oh, my God. Put the tin pan in there.
And she had put the tin in the microwave.
So what was her reasoning that she never had this conversation with her parents? I don't know if I can have that conversation too much with my 13-year-old. Forks do not go in there. Metal does not go in there.
Right. I just don't know what she was thinking, honestly, because she was about 30 years old. So
no.
She knew better.
Unsure.
Yeah.
How bad did it get? I mean, obviously the microwave is probably destroyed.
Oh, the microwave destroyed. Everybody was obviously like, fire, because it was pretty big of a fire. So
the sprinklers and everything go off, or were you guys able to put it out?
We were able to put it out.
Okay, well, the Colonel would be proud of you.
I know.
Well done.
I would demand the secret recipe. I'd be like, listen, I saved this branch. I need some inside scoop here.
How long did you work at KFC, by the way?
I think it was about 6 to 8 months.
How much weight did you put on? I would literally weigh 1 million pounds every day. I'd be like, I deserve
I would have a bowl for lunch every day.
Yes.
Oh, the food is very good. I'd have to agree. I'd probably put on a few pounds.
Well, you're the best. Thanks, Mariah. We appreciate you. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Hey, good morning, Jennifer. You had a microwave mishap too, huh?
I did.
What
Mine
happened?
was actually at work. Mine was actually at work too. So I went and bought one of those Indian-inspired microwave meals.
Okay.
And I was multitasking, and I worked at a really high-end jewelry store. I don't want to say the name.
Sure.
And I went and put it in the microwave, thought I'll just run back on the floor, do a few more things, clean up my mess. And all of a sudden, someone's like, what is that smell? And everyone's just like holding their nose. And the guests are like, what is the smell? And I was like, oh, my God. Like, my mind was like, this cannot be my food. Like, why? I went back there. I forgot to pop the holes on the top.
My God. It didn't breathe and exploded?
It didn't breathe. It exploded everywhere. They had to go get air fresheners, candles. They eventually threw away the microwave. They're like, what can we do? We can't even like keep our windows open because it's a jewelry store and our doors open.
Right. So did Jennifer inspire a note that has to be up next to the microwave from now on? Like, make sure you poke holes in your meals?
You know, honestly, I never admitted it was me.
That's
How
the
did they
best.
never track it down to it being you?
Well, everyone kept asking, like, well, who put this in there? Who put this in there? And, like, no one would admit it. So I was like, why would I admit it?
That is funny.
You are the person that, like, when I think about who actually listens to this dopey radio show, you are the exact person I think of. Somebody who will never admit blame, somebody who will absolutely basically blow up a jewelry store with stinky Indian food, and just come on the radio later to think about it. That was great. Amazing stuff.
And you know what? My boss just passed away, so I hope she's listening.
Oh, she hears
and
us
now
in
the
heaven.
mystery is solved.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
She definitely. She was the coolest boss. She would actually let us listen to the radio before we walked in if there was a good segment on.
What if that was the last thing she said on her deathbed? She was like,
I wish I knew who had
put that in there.
Who did it?
And now she knows.
Thanks,
Good.
Jen. I hope you have a great day. Who's lived alone the longest?
So we were finding ourselves with like 60 minutes before our reservations at Fogo, and we were at the Royal Sonesta. We actually parked in the parking ramp, and so we went upstairs, and in the lobby of the hotel is like a restaurant/bar. And I'm like, they have the game on in there. Let's go sit down. You guys can get a soda. I'll get a rosé. We'll just chill. And there was a guy next to us who was watching the game, and Derek was talking to him about the game or whatever. He's like, oh, are you from, out of town? He goes, no, I live in this state, but sometimes I get a room here and just kind of chill. I like to just get out of my house. But he's lived alone for like 25 years.
Crazy.
Just never decided to live with anybody again. And I'm like, I could do that. If I find myself one day without a spouse, something, God forbid, were to happen, I could live by myself for sure.
Brittany, I saw your text. How long has Dad been living alone?
Since about 2000, him and my mom got divorced.
So 25 years by himself, and he's good this way, huh?
Uh-huh. Yeah, like he's never, I mean, at least to my knowledge, he's never even dated someone since then.
Really? So what does he do with his time? Does he just like
whittle?
Like hobbies?
He works. He's self-employed, so I think that takes up, quite a bit of time. He does like woodworking, custom stuff.
He does whittle.
That's great. Well, some people are just like okay with it, but are you not okay with it? Like you would love for him to have somebody?
Yeah, it makes me sad because I know he's got to be lonely, but I mean, he says he's not. How are you not?
Yeah.
How about
maybe
you?
He's not. I won't be.
Brittany, what's the longest length you've been alone?
Probably just like a couple of years, really.
Okay.
Even that at this point gives me anxiety. When I hear about people, like I just, all the voices start settling in if I don't have somebody to talk to. Like it's
okay. Well, I should clarify. I lived alone with children, so
okay. Well, yeah. So
that's not really alone,
right?
Yeah, and then you've got a purpose too. You know what I mean? But like, let's say your kids are out of the house, and like I'm not looking that far down the road that like if Trish goes before I do, like I'll start dating again. But I'll have to have something to occupy my time. Like sitting at home alone is going to be, I'll be checked out early.
You'll have to be like this guy that we were talking to, 25 years, and then he gets out of the house, and then he'll go and do this, and he does whatever he wants.
Is there an appeal to you? Brittany, how about this? Would you just go to a hotel in Minneapolis and hang out for a day? And like that to me I don't think that sounds fun at all.
But that's you.
No, I have social anxiety, and so no.
Yeah, I got a big FOMO thing going on. Like,
so you could never go to
people.
Quick Trip and get some food and sit at the window
by yourself
and eat your food.
No, I would rather sit in my car in the parking lot.
Same. Kat apparently has no shame. She will do this kind of stuff by herself. She'll go to movies by herself.
But I didn't have my car. My car was getting fixed. It was like people were under it, doing the oil, doing all that stuff. I did not have a car to sit in.
I looked through the window and watched them changing the oil instead of sitting by myself at a gas station eating something off the roller.
Whatever.
That's a different lifestyle. Well, and you don't anticipate Dad finding anyone, huh?
I don't think so. I told him I was going to put him on like Farmers Only and one of those dating apps, and he said absolutely not.
Well, hey, thanks for checking in. Tell Dad to hang in there. I appreciate this. I hope you have a great day today. We talked to Christy a couple of seconds ago, and after trading texts with her, I didn't know it was this bad, but she basically married this guy. And before they got married, they kind of did the, hey, where are we sitting financially talk, which I think is, obviously pretty healthy. And then she finds out he's got like all this student loan and medical debt, like over $120,000 in debt.
So there's nothing that she can say that she didn't do. She was proactive. She was the one that brought it up. He was the liar. He didn't say, I have all of this debt that now you're going to have to accrue and help me pay off. And that is, it's just not a nice thing to do.
You're starting your life together. You probably want to have kids. You probably want to have a nice home. Yeah. And all of a sudden, for the next 35 years, you're going to be writing checks to pay this debt off.
But like, think about what that did to Christy's head. It's like, is she ever going to be able to trust him? And he did that to himself. He cannot say, oh, come on, you need to trust me. Well, you didn't give her really any reason to. So,
hey, Jennifer, good morning. How are you? Good. You entered into a marriage, and they kept what from you?
That he had a crack problem.
So you married this guy and didn't think at all or never noticed once that he was a crackhead?
No.
So that's not like a secret smoker. He's not behind the garage. Where was he doing this and you not noticing?
Well, so when I've known him since I was 18. And we had this kind of off-again, on-again relationship. Okay. And when we reconnected the last time, he told me that he had struggled with some drug use and that he had 5 years clean, which was a lie. And he didn't use until we got married August 23rd, and he used September 10th. And from that point on, it was just like... it's crazy.
How long into your marriage before you literally uttered the words to yourself, I didn't sign up for this?
2 years.
Whoa.
New Year's or 2 years?
2 years.
Okay.
2 years. So you were trying to be supportive. You were trying to be helpful, I'm assuming. And then you realized there was nothing you could do?
What other issues arose from that? Because crack is not cheap. So did he dip into your account? Was that an issue?
Yes. He did everything you can imagine. I came home one day and the TV was gone.
Oh, he pawned off the TV for crack.
And how could that possibly be your fault? How could you possibly know? You're not a psychic. You don't. Some people are very, very good at hiding that stuff. And then
very, very good.
Yeah.
What's the status now? You said ex-husband. Is he's still around, still alive? Do you know if he's still addicted?
He's still addicted. He's still around. He has some underlying medical issues, so he's not doing very well, but don't speak anymore.
Did y'all end up having kids together?
No.
Okay. Well, you shake
that's
that
a
off,
saving
right?
grace right there, I think.
Oh, man. And how does that make you feel? Did you put together your dream wedding and everything? All your friends are there, and then you realize, a month after your wedding that, he's back at it?
It was horrible. And I lied to a lot of people that I loved about it for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And finally, one day I was just like, I've had enough.
And that's totally normal. You just don't want people to be in your business or know that you're going through something. It's kind of a shameful thing. How did they handle it? They didn't do I told you so or anything like that. They were kind to you about it?
My mom was, I told you so, but everybody else was very kind about it.
That's good.
Is this kind of messed up your faith or your trust in your next relationships, though? I mean, I'm assuming you go into it pretty haphazardly.
I'm a lot more inquisitive about their past, and I actually will stalk somebody if I'm interested in them, run their name through, search engines to see what comes up.
Get your cop friends to run a background check on them and stuff.
But also, don't get too wild with that stuff because you could lose someone that is there for all the right reasons, and you could be scaring them away. So
yeah, this is crazy. Well, I'm glad that you got out, and I hope things go better. Thank you for sharing with us. I really appreciate your time this morning.
Bingo! How fun!
Last week, someone lost an eye at bingo.
Bingo!
Bingo what bingo?
Bingo! Bingo! Listener Bingo works this way. Kat and I each look for a great story from you, but you got to fit one of the following two criteria. Are you somebody listening who
has had success thrifting? You know what to look for. You made money somehow. This mom in California bought an old Scream mask, Ghostface?
Yeah.
Okay, so she didn't really think much of it.
I put it on an eBay auction starting at 99 cents because A, I don't know about these things, and B, I'm not here to price gouge. And within 30 minutes, it went from 99 cents to $405.
Dang.
And with an hour left of auction, it jumped to $700. And the winning bid was $780.
Whoa, what makes this one so expensive?
It was before they were put out in circulation. It was one of the,
it was
test
from the
ones.
set?
Yeah, no, it was a test one, and then before they even made the original mold or whatever. So it was obviously worth some money, and other people out there had an eye for it.
Who
so
knows that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
All right, so you want to find anyone listening who
has made money thrifting in
a
some
big
way.
score thrifting?
Yeah.
I'm on the hunt for anyone listening who gets to dress like a little kid for their adult life.
Yeah.
I was told that Friday. They're like, you have such a nice shirt on. You get to usually dress like a little kid, and I'm like, I don't know if I was supposed to take that as a shot or a compliment.
I think you just dress like a jock, a DJ. I think you just have a sweatshirt. And what are you wearing right now?
Fabletics.
Oh, you got Fabletics. Look at the way your shoes are.
I know. I'm just like, man.
You're sitting like a little kid, even. Your feet are
I'm looking for anyone listening who gets to dress like a little kid.
All right.
Looking for anyone listening who
has had success and made money thrifting.
Emily, which one do you fit?
I dress like a little kid.
Yeah, let's go. Little kid club. Let's go.
So what do you do for work then?
I actually have a pretty professional sales job, but I work from home.
Okay.
So I rent clothes when I actually have to go see clients in person because I have nothing to wear.
What is it called? Stitch It? Or what? Where do you rent from?
Rent the Runway.
Rent the runway. Good for you.
How much does it cost to rent clothes? Say you got a huge meeting and it could be a big sale. What do you spend on rent?
It's $100 a month, but you get 8 items, and it's stuff I could never afford. So I always look great when I'm out in public, but when I'm at home, I'm wearing Viore sweatpants.
Have you ever had to, when you Zoomed, wore a blazer up top and then below, you were just in your fat shorts?
Totally.
Yeah.
All the time.
So you brought up you brought up the Viore sweatpants. I was trying to describe, Kat.
Yeah.
So my wife got hooked on these, right? And
Spell it.
They're the softest things. They're so soft. I wear them all the time.
But they're like
I'm wearing them now.
$100. And my wife was, when I found out that she bought a pair of these sweatpants, I was like, no, first off, you see Livy Dunn on a commercial and you're like, I want to look like that. Even as a guy, you're like, let's go.
Do you instantly look like Livy?
I look exactly like her when I wear mine. And I wear them a lot because, like I said, my wife had them and she's like, you got to try these. They're the softest. I go, how the hell are you spending $100 on a pair of sweatpants? And she's like, you'll never go back. And for my birthday last year, she got me a pair, and I wear them all the time. They're the best.
They are very cute. You're telling me, though, like, if I were to wear something like that, see, that's what she looks like. I would look like the Trunchbull. I would look like I'm headed for shot put class. I don't know if I could.
That's what I look like, but I'm on camera from the shoulders up, so it's fine.
Okay. So you got your hair and makeup done, and then below you have your house shoes.
Now, do you wear this as a small like pride pin that I do, that you dress like a little kid, or are you like, man, I should get my life together?
I just don't even think about it. I'm always just like, I want to be comfortable. I guess sometimes when I go to the airport and I'm not wearing like my rented stuff yet, I'm like, oh, I should probably dress like a professional, but comfort always wins for me.
I didn't even know you could rent clothes.
You didn't?
I had no idea.
This was Runway has like all of it. Gucci, YSL, they have everything. And then people think that that's actually like what you can afford.
And what'd you say? This is like $100 a month?
Yeah.
And then if you get a pair of pants and you wear them once, can you send them back and get like another pair that month?
Yeah. And then you never have to do laundry.
Yeah, you rent the Runway. You have to send it back after you wear it.
I get that, but that's like crazy. So for $1,200 a year, you've got an expensive wardrobe that you can wear to any of your sales things.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, totally.
And the rest of it is just sweatpants and hoodies.
Yeah, exactly.
You were exactly like me. I'm so glad you called. Welcome into the world of like not caring anymore. I love it. Have a great morning.
Thanks, you too.
You bet.